G'day, it's Rob here again. Well, it's a wet old day in Adelaide. It's raining at the moment and I'm down the shed and I'm playing around with another one of those ball joint camera mounts, swiveling camera mounts that you can get cheap from China. I used one of them on that monopod that I made up a while back in the previous video. And these are really good value, these. They're amazing. Let's come in close and have a look at it. So here's what you get for $2.99 delivered from China. It's very well made, as I pointed out in my previous video where I made the monopod out of this. All aluminium, anodised, good steel screws, good quality plastic, hard steel chrome ball, plastic lock nut with a metal centre. And it's got the standard 1/4 inch UNC thread that all camera mounts pretty much have these days. The idea is it just screws onto the top of a normal tripod, and then, you know, if you haven't got a ball type head on it, you can just add this and then you can, you know, do what you like, position the camera how you like. Anyway, I was looking at these and I thought, well, you know, I'm sure I can do lots with this. So I have, and what I've done is I've basically made a super small camera mount so that when I do YouTube, I can get right into those really awkward spots, mounted on the tailstock, mounted on the headstock, put it in places I could never get a normal tripod, even a tiny little tripod. I've got one of those little ones, a travelling one, and even the leg, the base area is too big to say go on top of a tailstock, you know. So if you want to film in close, you need something really compact. Okay, GoPro mounts can do it, but then you got to stick those sticky things on things, and I want something portable, I want something cheap, and I want something that's quick and easy to use. I'll show you what I came up with. So here it is. I mean, it doesn't come much simpler than this. If you want a camera mount, it's just a magnet, a rare earth magnet. This one was from the Hall sensor out of an old treadmill, but you could buy any rare earth magnet, you know, suitably powerful. And all you've got to do is mount it in a base. I even knurled this. I mean, this is a lathe job, obviously. And it's just got the standard 1/4 UNC thread. Now, you can use 1/4 Whitworth. That will also work. 1/4 Whitworth and 1/4 UNC are so close. It's not funny. And generally, you can just use either of those and they'll do the job. And that's it. So, we screw on our ball joint mount. We've now got a magnetic base that's fully articulated that you can mount on any metal surface, or even non-metal. It would still sit, I think, with a lightweight camera, it would still sit okay. And yeah, let's put it in a few positions and see how it looks. Right, well, there's the Nikon mounted on the tailstock. You can't get a more compact mount than that. I mean, obviously you want a fairly strong magnet for this to work, because that's quite a reasonably heavy camera, that one. But for a small camera, smaller than this, magnet doesn't have to be all that powerful, but yeah, certainly you want something reasonably strong for a heavy camera like this. But you can see I can shoot in to the face of the chuck quite easily with that. So yep, you know, that's pretty nifty. So yeah, here we are. This is a lengthways shot of my work area, and you can see it's no problem. The camera mounts on top of an old drill case up there, and I'll give you a shot back with the other camera. You can see how compact the mount is, and just yeah, how well it works. So here it is mounted on top of the old Black & Decker drill cabinet, and you can see it takes up no space at all. It can pivot any direction, even right down at 90 degrees. And set it up, move it on the base, do what you want. So I think that's about as compact as you can get with a mount like that. And it's just a matter of make up that small magnetic base, you're good to go. I mean, you couldn't get anything simpler than this. So what's involved? Well, it's pretty simple. You can see what we've got here. I've bronzed in the quarter UNC or Whitworth bolt, but I mean, you don't have to do that. You could basically thread it in and then glue the magnet in after. The problem you've got with these magnets, if you buy them and they've got a hole in the middle, they're generally a 5mm hole, and quarter UNC is bigger than 5mm. It will not go through the hole, and you cannot easily open that hole out. If you try and use a die grinder, the magnet will just drag it in all over the place, and if you try and use electric drill, you get a good chance the thing will shatter, because these break very easily, these magnets, if you drop them or bang them around. Once they're glued in place, they're quite okay. So what I'd recommend is you machine up a piece of metal, you recess it for your magnet. Just looking from the side, we're looking on this profile. You can knurl it if you want to, you know, all very pretty. And I would then drill, tap it quarter UNC, taper it, and then put in a quarter UNC tapered head screw, you know, one that looks like this. So that would basically just go in like that, and your job will basically then be finished. You screw that in, Loctite it in, have enough thread to come up out of here to go into the base of the ball joint mount, and then once you've done that, you just glue your magnet in with some quick grip glue. Job done. I mean, it's a simple thing. I did it this way with the bronzing, only because I could bronze and I just thought it would be even stronger. But I mean, you know, once this is Loctited in, it will never move, and the magnet will stop it backing off anyway. So that's all there is to the job. Super simple. All right. Well, that's it. It's pretty straightforward. I will point out though that even though these are really well made, these little ball joints, and you know, exceptional value, you know, $2.99 delivered. Amazing. The way the ball joint is locked, it uses two pressure points, two tapers basically that pull up into the curvature of the ball. You've got this one here on one side, and on the other you've got a little grub screw, little Allen key grub screw. That is a little bit loose in the thread, and to make sure it doesn't move, I recommend you unscrew it with a little Allen key, put a bit of Loctite on it, put it back in, and then everything will be fine. It won't move after that. Otherwise, if it backs off, it could get some, you know, it could rock around. But apart from that, there's really nothing to catch you out. It's a very simple job, and yeah, whoops, just get a magnet that's plenty strong. This one could be a little bit stronger. I think I'll remake this job. I've got some other magnets on order coming in from China. I've also got another project using one of these ball joint heads that I'll show you probably in the next video. But for now, well, yep, that's it from me, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.